Do you know what's so funny is we just talked upstairs for 2 hours and now I feel anxious about talking to you on camera and on mic.
Shut up.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
It's something about the camera.
I'm also self-conscious about my hair and my headphones.
Why? Because the bob has not been under the headphones yet?
The bob hasn't worn headphones yet. There's a lot of things the bob hasn't done
I
yet.
like the bob with the headphones.
Should we start this episode?
Yes.
Hi. Welcome to Hollywood's biggest podcast. My name is Mimi. Should I have done something funny?
Nope.
Okay.
Never. And my name is also Mimi.
No, let's do our normal intros. Let's do our
Okay.
normal intros. Okay. I got to think of one.
I know.
Welcome to Hollywood's biggest podcast. My entire personality is my new haircut. I'm Mimi Von Schack.
And I sang in an orphanage too as a child. I just had parents. My name is Britt.
And our guest today is each other.
Pre-recorded live from a basement in Los Angeles, California, it's Hollywood's biggest podcast. With your hosts, Brittnay Johnston and Mimi Von Schack.
And that's not because we've been so busy we haven't been able to book a guest.
No.
Mm-mm.
It's because
It was time.
it was time.
It was time that we just turn off all the outside noise.
Yes. Just got to the nuts and bolts of it.
Well, I think we've spent the last 4 months only interviewing gay men.
Yes.
And I, for one, am exhausted. And some gay non-binary people, too.
That's true. That's true.
The way that we've been bullied on this podcast the last couple of months has been crazy.
The way my self-confidence has never been lower, and the way I am actively researching filler, melasma treatments, facelifts, threads, can only be described as pathological.
Gee, you're so smart.
Because I know the word pathological.
Well, no, it's just
the bar is low.
We were upstairs and you were talking, and I was like, "God, she's so smart."
I guess compared to most of this country, I'm a fucking genius.
Can I tell you? You are.
And so are you.
Thank you. I know. I don't believe we've ever done a solo episode. We did a solo test episode, but I don't think we ever released that.
And we had so many producers in the room.
We had
Our
3
spouses.
men in the room who were, not Nick's not a man, but in essence, we had 3 men in the room telling us what to do. And it was like, I'll never do that shit again.
Giving us notes in real time.
No, I'm not doing that.
No, I can't do that ever again.
No. I don't want men giving me notes on anything.
Yeah.
But you know what I am okay with them doing?
Taking away your rights?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're
Being in charge of government.
yours for the taking. No, I was going hiking with my friend, and there happened to be up at the Hollywood Reservoir someone who was kind of directing traffic because they were filming something there.
Oh.
And he was leading me into my parking space. And she was like, "I hate it when men do that. It feels like they're they know better and they're trying to control me." And I go, "That is the one thing I'm okay with men doing."
Directing you into a parking spot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I'm okay with that too.
Because I'm going, pull your weight a little bit, huh?
Yeah, do something.
Do something.
Well, to me, that falls under chivalry. And I, as a woman from the South, I love chivalry. I love when a man holds a door open for me. I think that is so respectful and nice and masculine. That is the
That's very
masculinity
manly.
that I am like, oh, yeah, that rocks.
My mom's big insult for men. If she really wanted to say something mean about a man, she'd be like, "It's very unmanly."
That is such a good one.
It's a very
You know what my
unmanly.
mom always said about men when she was trying to get back at them, which was always. And I actually think this is great advice, and I wish I had employed it more in my youth, but as an adult, I've taken it to heart, is men can't stand anything more than silence. And it's basically saying you just unengage.
Mm-hmm.
And especially, as a high schooler, college, early 20s, dating,
I know. I wish I'd taken
whatever.
that advice.
God, do I wish I did it a few times and
It worked.
And they went crazy.
Well, the British version of that, which one of my friends in college used to say, was treat him mean, keep him keen.
I thought you were going to say keep calm and carry on.
That would be, yeah. Well, she said
Who
stiff
said
upper
that?
lipped.
A queen or somebody? A king?
It was like a marketing campaign in wartime.
Okay.
It was a wartime campaign.
I just always see it in front of the British flag, and I'm like, who said that? Excuse me, governor. Who said that?
It's so powerful when it's just you and I here, and especially when we're talking about men, because we are literally doing what men do, which is we're in a basement complaining about another gender. It's
Oh my
really
God.
it's really powerful.
We're in our Theo Von era. I've always been in my Joe Rogan era.
Well, I was texting you about Hacks last night because there was a really great joke in there where Ava, the Hannah Einbinder's character, says to Jean Smart's character, she was like, well, we just like need to switch things up to get inspired to write jokes. Like we could do cold plunges. That's what helps Joe Rogan. And Jean Smart's character goes, helps Joe Rogan do what? And that was the end of the joke. And I was like, Jesus, that's so good.
That's an excellent joke.
So good. And it was just like with that face that Jean Smart makes. I was like, God, I love good writing.
I love good writing.
I love good writing. What we had wanted to do, and I think we did this in the test episode, we asked each other what we thought was the biggest thing in Hollywood right now. And we haven't done that in, it's been a year.
Let's do it.
It's been over a year and we haven't done it.
I have an immediate answer.
You do? Okay.
Gas prices. Hello. That is the biggest thing in Hollywood by far. It's
really
crazy
is.
out here.
It really is.
It's like $7 a freaking gallon.
I know.
Thank God I drive a Yaris. That thing holds a thimble of gas.
Thank God I just got a hybrid.
Seriously, it's out of control. Someone's got to do something.
I drove past it the other day and I was like, I'm not driving enough right now where it's like really affecting me. And I'm, like I said, hybrid. So when I saw it, I was like a little shocked. And I was like, that can't be right. That has to just be the place that I passed.
No.
And then
all of them.
It's really unbelievable. That's the literal biggest thing in Hollywood.
That's the literal biggest thing. But we can do fun ones too. But that's my knee-jerk reaction. And I need the public to know how bad it is here. But not bad in the way people like to talk about LA. Because if you do that, I will drop kick you. I love this town.
I do too.
And classically, the only way we're leaving Los Angeles
in a body bag.
we're allowed to insult it because we live here and love it here.
It's so true. You know, I had this moment. Speaking of loving LA, on Sunday, I was going to do that art department job.
Yes.
I tripped and fell into a job in the art department.
Mimi has 100 jobs right now.
I have 100 jobs right now, and I love tripping and falling into them.
Yeah.
I love
and she didn't mean to start any of them.
I love accidentally looking around and going, I guess I'm doing this now. Because I'm addicted to what? Not making money. So I'm driving to that. It's a Sunday morning. And it's like kind of, it's like the May gray, which if you don't live in LA is when the marine layer comes off the ocean in the mornings in May. And then it's also called June gloom. It's just like kind of where we are on the Earth's
So
axis.
when it's May, it's gray.
It's gray.
It's
honey.
gray,
And
honey.
it burns off usually
Especially
by like
in the morning.
2 p.m. Closer if you're in the valley, longer in the day if you're by the beach. So anyhow, it was like May gray and it was like kind of chilly. And because it's a Sunday morning, I'm seeing people come in and out of like those little churches that are like on Sunset Boulevard and storefronts.
Yeah.
So like people are coming out of those churches. But then also there was like a festival called Off Sunset, which is like a bunch of leather daddies and stuff. So there's also like a bunch of guys in harnesses.
Oh.
That was happening. People were coming out of church. And then there were like a bunch of women who had just been to like a farmer's market who had their little like carry-on bags. And I was listening to the Doors and I was like, I'm in the center of everything, baby. I'm so LA right now.
Yes.
Oh my God. Like it felt so, I love the diversity of Los Angeles.
Oh God, so much. Me too.
I love it so much. And I was just explaining to someone, I was like, one of my favorite things, and this is, this is the biggest thing in Hollywood to me right now.
Say it, sister.
Okay. So enemy of the podcast, Kyle Kasabian and I were walking around Hollywood Forever Cemetery not so long ago. And what I realized is how much my opinion of like death and cemeteries and remembering the dead has been shaped by living in a city that is where people indigenous Mexican people live. Because the culture is so different around death.
Yeah.
And the culture around grave sites is so different. So I was like, the concept of people having benches instead of plaques or having like the little gardens with like the little decorations for every season and fresh flowers and there was like Easter stuff out at the time or spring stuff, and then there were just people walking around just to enjoy it who weren't there to visit someone.
Gosh, that's such a good point.
To walk around and enjoy it and be meditative and be quiet but also knowing that they do all these I'm like, it's so different than my impression of cemeteries.
Absolutely. Here, cemeteries are very lively places where people come to gather. I mean,
Yes.
Hollywood Forever being a famous one because we have movies and concerts there. But like Westwood Cemetery, where Marilyn Monroe is
Yes,
buried,
I love it
is
there.
a tourist attraction.
And it's beautiful.
Forest Lawn, which John Milheiser talked about. Like the cemeteries in Los Angeles are such happening, lively
Yes.
places in a way that I have not really felt anywhere else. That is such a good point and such a good part of
Yeah.
LA.
Well, and it's cemeteries, it's not graveyards. Do you know what I mean? When I think of like when I think of a graveyard, I'm specifically
Those are
thinking
quiet.
yeah, it's like 1800s early, United States,
Yes.
like things are crumbling and falling apart.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
here, like a cemetery is a place that actually has a lot of life in it,
Yeah.
which I think is very cool. And
I
like,
never thought about that distinction.
yeah, I mean, in my mind, that's how I
No,
make the
I
distinction.
agree with you. I'm just like never really realizing
Yeah.
that's how I had the delineation in my mind.
Because I can't manage my mom having a spot in a graveyard.
No.
I can manage my mom having her place in a cemetery.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know why. There's something about like the word that's very important to me.
That's something that's so comforting about Hollywood Forever Cemetery
Yeah.
too. Every time I go for a concert or, the Cinespia movies, whatever, I'm like, look at how much life is here.
Yes.
Like I would
beautiful.
love to be, I don't even really want to be buried, but if I did, I'm like, I would love to be here just knowing that people are around.
I know.
There's so much still happening. You're still in the mix.
And there's the peacocks that are there, which are
Yes.
so beautiful. And they're always like just strutting around being gorgeous
Yeah.
and squawking and making noise and being wonderful. Nick's grandparents are there. And when I saw where our Grammy, she was my Grammy too, it was going to be, all I could keep saying, which feels awful, but I also think Grammy would really appreciate this. I kept being like, this is prime placement.
Yeah.
This is prime place. This is front row seat.
Where is she?
When you first walk in, actually, if you were going like as if you were going to go see a movie there,
Yeah.
and you make like a left onto that main road,
She's on the left.
she's right off the
'Cause
main road,
The left by the lake, kind of, and the
Yes.
Masonic Temple.
Yes.
That is literally front row seats.
and it's all there's not a
Orchestra
bad
seats.
yes, there's not a bad plot
No.
in Hollywood Forever because they're
All gorgeous. It's
genuinely
so
they're all
beautiful.
gorgeous,
But
but
that's where
hers
things
is-
are happening.
things are happening, and I loved that. I loved the idea that her memory, because I don't think she's there. I don't think anyone is there, quite honestly, but their memory is there.
Yeah.
And the energy that people leave behind is there. And I'm like, I love that her memory is in the mix with all the fun, fabulous things that are happening. And people go there and they do yoga and they do meditations and they do concerts and all these things. I'm like, I love thinking about her memory being in the center of Hollywood.
And how fun, like, the next time we all go to Cinespia. Honestly, last time I was there was for Nick's bachelor party.
Oh, yeah, that's
over
right.
Halloween.
Yeah.
I haven't been there in a while. But how fun that we're going to be able to do that and, like, go leave flowers
And go visit.
with her.
I know.
That's so fabulous.
Well, and that's what happened is Kyle was like, do you want to go walk around Hollywood forever? And it was actually on a day where I was really missing my mom.
oh.
So I was like, I'm not sure how I'll feel about this, but I just like grabbed some flowers that were in the house and wrapped them up with a nice ribbon. And we like walked and saw Grammy and I like put the flowers down and got to
Yeah.
see how great it looked. And then just like kept on our merry little way. And I loved that. It
That's
didn't
awesome.
feel like, okay, we're going to drive and it's going to be this heavy thing. And then we're going to have to stand at it and stare at it. Like it was just,
a visit.
it was a visit.
That's
And
so
then we ended
nice.
up like sitting next to the water on like one of the mausoleum steps for like an hour, just like chatting, drinking iced coffee, watching people come by. And I was like, if this is the way that I'm remembered, if this is the circumstance in which I get remembered, it's really fabulous.
That rocks.
Yeah,
That is a big thing in Hollywood.
that's a big
for
thing in
sure.
Hollywood. Yeah, that is my biggest thing in Hollywood right now.
Gorgeous. I love
I
that.
know. It's a little ooky spooky.
I love.
In general, I'm feeling pretty ooky spooky these days. How spooky are you feeling?
Very.
Really?
I'm rip roaring ready for Halloween. I
Yeah.
feel already. I always get ready for it.
So is
Like, 50%.
Kasabian.
Yeah.
He was talking about it this morning.
Early summer is when I like to prep. But similarly, I think so this ties into like my biggest thing in Hollywood, but it's also tied to Ookie Spooky. So I spent the last week working at the Turner Classic Film Festival, which is a
What
film
a
festival
wild
I work
time.
at every year. And it's so fun and so cool. And it's always classic movies. So it's
Yeah.
always stuff that like these classic things that I've often like had my blinders onto. So I always get to see like something I've never gotten to see before, especially in like a big screen. And it's all classic films and they get so many great guests. And this year I got to meet Carol Burnett, which she couldn't have bet. She's even better than you imagine. She couldn't have been kinder to everybody in the room, remembered everybody's names, was such a delight, smiling
She's old
ear
school.
to ear. Yes,
old school star.
classic, lovely. And, you know, Hollywood's obviously, it's been tough the last 6 years, frankly, since COVID. We've said it plenty of times on this podcast. And we work in entertainment. It's been a very hard time for entertainment. But getting to, like, get back into, like, that old school glamour of Hollywood and seeing all these old films. And I've worked this festival 3 years in a row now. So, like, I've met talent, you know, 3 years ago who have now passed away. And I'm meeting
And Ted
people
Turner
who are-
just passed away.
Yes. And I'm, you know, seeing these people who are at sort of like the last chapter of their life and like thinking about their legacy and what they're leaving behind and how the industry has changed. And I was really pleasantly surprised to be like, this is actually really inspiring. I was worried I was going to be like, and you guys came up in the golden age and it's so hard
Yeah.
now. And no, it was like, no, this is what we all come here for.
Yeah.
This shared feeling and this shared experience. And I don't know, it felt a little spooky being like, you know, because you are seeing people in the later years of their life, and then you're watching the young versions of them on screen where they're in their prime, and a lot of them talk about that. They do Q&As before or after the film, being like, that was me then, and now I'm on my way out, and here we go. And I don't know, it felt really cool to have this shared feeling of like, no, but we're all here because we love the art.
Yeah.
And like the glory of it, and we all want the attention
Yeah.
and we all want the, you know, whatever. But it's like we all start in this place with just a shared love of art and culture. And that just felt really cool to be
Yeah.
reminded of in a time where we all need reminders of why we're here and doing this.
And the artistry too.
Yes.
And the difference in what film and television, I think, at their best are
Yeah.
versus what they are at their worst.
Yes.
And I hate to bring up Hacks again, but it's felt like that's been sort of a theme in this season, where they kind of keep going back to like, this is what we have, this is what it is now. And I also just watched The Devil Wears Prada too.
I want to see that.
It's
Maybe
really
I'll go
good.
see that tonight.
Honestly, it was really good, and it definitely met my expectations, because I
Great.
love, I mean, the first one's
the first one's iconic.
an all-time favorite, but it really addressed like not just how magazines and journalism have changed, but just what is considered valuable.
Right.
And there's this really crazy conversation between, and this isn't like a spoiler, I don't think, but it's a conversation that one of the characters has with someone who puts new apartments into old buildings. And like the conversation is kind of like, well, how is that different than us like taking the artistry out of things, and or is it preservation? And like it raised some interesting questions that I thought were kind of cool. But I've been thinking about the same thing, and I'm like, how do you return to the Hollywood and the show business that we all came out here to do, but haven't been able to do, really?
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
Oh, I don't have the answer. It was just nice to watch some movies.
What was the new movie that you saw that you hadn't seen?
Ooh, Mutiny on the Bounty.
Oh.
Very fun, very old. Takes place at sea. Oh, The Towering Inferno.
Oh, I remember watching that in college.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So that was like a classic film that like I didn't get covered in my film school filmography for whatever reason. So fun hearing about like the special effects of it all. We got
Practical
to watch some
effects.
of the yes, and practical effects are so good. Like it's so satisfying to see.
Yeah.
We also got to see some outtakes where the helicopter has like, you know, a dummy that's I'm blanking now on what actor it is that's on the rope, like being taken out of the building by a helicopter. But we got to watch the outtakes where the helicopter, they were figuring it out with the helicopter, and the helicopter ends up slamming the dummy into the next building like 100 times. And it was so funny
Oh my
to
God.
watch. Yeah.
I love it.
And in previous years, I mean, I had never seen 2001: A Space Odyssey. Last year, I got to watch that on the big screen, and I was like, oh my God. Like
Nick and I
this
saw
is
that
everything.
at the Cinerama Dome, and it was still open. And I'm glad we
Bring back
did.
the what is happening with the
I know.
Cinerama Dome?
It's a
That's
whole
a big
thing.
thing in Hollywood.
It's a whole thing.
Literally Hollywood's biggest theater. It's not the
I
White
know.
House. Well,
But it's one of them.
it's the biggest dome. Open it.
Open the dome.
What is? Wait.
Open
so
the schools and open the dome.
I've heard lore of this. There's like one family that owns it, I think, and they
Yes.
don't want to reopen it
And
because
they
they
don't
don't
want
think it'll
to.
make money. Is
Yeah.
that the issue?
And then there's
I'd be there every day.
I know.
Open it.
There's a couple people that are like taking the family to task, which is kind of interesting. It's all kind of interesting, to be honest with you. But I don't know a whole lot about it, but I'll like dip in and out of the discourse.
Well, we're in our Theo Von era, so we're allowed to talk about it like we're experts.
I dip in and out of the discourse around it, and
Yeah.
it is legitimately interesting because I look at all these things with a different perspective now too, because I'm like, oh, family dynamics when there's communal, you know, and like when someone's passed. And when Nick and I used to live in Los Feliz, we would from our apartment window, we had this like great view where you could see a bunch of the houses. And there was one house in particular, this like gorgeous Spanish, like classic house.
Mm-hmm.
And it sat vacant for years. And Nick was like, why is it sitting vacant? Like, why isn't it up for sale? Why isn't someone living in there? And I would say to them, I'd be like, honey, just because a family was able to purchase something once doesn't mean they're able to run the upkeep on it.
Yeah.
And that then it becomes like a litigation dynamic. And we became obsessed with this house. Now I see it's been completely redone. And so either it got sold or someone else passed. But a lot of the homes that are up in the hills of Los Feliz are like this. And I remember talking to some of my neighbors just when I was out walking the street. At one gal in particular, she was like, we all bought these homes right before we had our children or when we were starting our families. And now many of us are widows or widowers. We're by ourselves and we're in these big houses that we can't afford to take care of anymore. And then they get sold for these like it's a very interesting thing, but a lot of it has to do with the dynamics of
I never
who
really
can
think
afford
about
what.
the family dynamics being a part of, because I'm definitely a person that's like, what the hell, like sell these houses, like I would take one, like what, it's sitting
and
here.
sometimes it's complicated.
But I never thought about there's emotions behind the scenes,
and then they have to do certain repairs to make it possible to sell it, and a lot of times people don't have that.
Yeah, and people can't afford that.
And this happens a lot in LA, and because when Nick and I were looking for homes, we came across a lot of gorgeous, beautiful homes that had just not been taken care of. And we were like, how is this possible? And then finally Nick kind of hit the nail on the head and was like, oh yeah, think about the way the economy in LA works here. People get a big chunk of money from one project or a handful of projects, but it's not consistent.
Right.
So they can't necessarily keep up with
upkeep. Yeah, they could buy the thing at first, but then as the career dips, the whatever.
Yeah. It's going to be me with this house. Well, here's the thing. We decided to do this.
Yes.
2-person chit chat episode. I don't know.
Webisode.
Remember webisodes?
Not even really. Like, honestly, no. I'm like, what was the difference between that and a web series?
A webisode was like what networks were doing when they knew they needed to put stuff on the internet.
Nice.
But they weren't doing streaming.
So this is a webisode?
Yeah, I would call this a webisode.
Well, this leads into our announcement.
Yes. So our announcement is we are going to be, you'll still be able to find Hollywood's Biggest Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon.
Pocket Cast.
Yeah, you'll still be able to find it in all the normal places, but you will also be able to find it on YouTube. I know, and I've been really resistant to YouTube.
But podcasting is an audio medium.
You would think.
You would think. Everyone.
But apparently we basically have to have a podcast, we have to produce a TV show. Because that's show business. And
yes, we have to show our faces and our feet.
I'm giving free feet right now. The bottom of my foot is exposed.
I know.
Which is apparently the part that people care about is the bottom of the foot.
Oh, I know. I learned that the hard way. I thought they cared about the tops and the nails. Turns out they only care about the soles.
Which brings us into our next point.
Yes. We're starting a Patreon. And guess what'll be available on there?
Britt's feet
pics if you pay enough.
Yeah, if you pay,
I'm not kidding,
$99.99 a month, you can see Britt's.
Here's the thing, that's a good price.
It's a really
good price.
Have
I sold videos of my feet for less? Absolutely.
It's a really good price. It's a really good price.
Look, during the strikes, we all had to do things.
Yeah, and
I kind of got duped.
For $1,200 a year, you get.
If you do the year of that, I will make you a foot calendar. I will make you a calendar.
Like it's a pinup girl
Yes,
thing?
Yes. It's like the fireman calendars. I'll make you a calendar of my feet. I will absolutely do that if you do the year one.
Yeah. The fact
Nobody wants that.
We're in late stage capitalism and we're in the downfall of show business.
Feet.
And Britt has fabulous feet and we're not above
selling them.
If it can help us make our dreams come true.
Yes.
Yeah.
What you don't realize is it costs money to make stuff.
It costs so much money to make anything, which is so
dumb.
Fucking crazy.
We should only need like 4 apples.
Like a horse.
Yeah. I should only need what a horse needs for a day to make this podcast. But
here we are. But it costs us quite a few votes.
See gas prices.
Mimi
lives 25 minutes away from me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I haven't even thought about that. All right, we're gonna figure that out.
Chugging up that hill.
I'm gonna get you an LA Metro card. You're gonna
be taking the driving. I'm gonna Waymo. It's more expensive. But seriously, guys, we're starting a Patreon. We're starting a YouTube. And we're changing our release window.
Yeah, kind of.
A little bit.
We'll still
Slightly.
be,
You'll still love it.
You'll still love it. We'll still be releasing on Thursdays, which is the Friday of the freelancer work week, as I like to say.
We're releasing on Thursdays, which is the Monday of Wednesdays.
That was very funny. Someone should hire you for a writer's room. I've been saying this for years.
They shouldn't. They really shouldn't. You could get clips like that and more behind the paywall.
Yeah, behind the paywall, we're
putting our best stuff.
We're not just offering Britt's feet. We're offering a lot of other things. Extra ghost stories.
Merch.
Personalized merch, we should also
Yes.
say. We're offering some personalized merch. And we're offering extras from episodes. And then we have a tier that's called the Nuclear Codes, which basically means we'll be revealing whatever we have bleeped out. We can't reveal what the guests have bleeped out.
Correct.
But we can reveal what we've
we
bleeped out.
So if you want some dirty little secrets,
yeah, and things that could potentially upend
ruin
our
our
lives,
lives,
you can get that for just $13 a month, which is crazy.
which is disgusting of us. You'll also get to vote on things
Yes.
at the Nuclear Codes. Think of the Nuclear Codes level of the Patreon is like you're the puppeteer, and me and Mimi are attached by your evil little strings, doing whatever the hell you want. For $13. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a crazy value.
We have no self-worth.
No, and that's what the Patreon has sort of become an exercise in already.
But my feet pics are 10 times more expensive than that.
Well, yes. So your feet pics are listed at $99.99 a month. Mine are listed at $1,000 a month, and I'm only showing 1 foot.
Yes. Well, that's the insurance difference. Both of our pairs of feet are insured.
Yes.
Yours are insured for $1,000. Mine are insured for $99.99.
Yeah, which is an incredible value.
Yeah. Buy now, before it's too late. Buy now. Maybe we'll give you a gay fall mug.
I gotta tell you, man, this is the beginning of the end for us. This feels like a.
It's giving 2 a.m. infomercial.
We should make one. That would be fun.
And you can get this cubic zirconia coaster.
And you'll notice this bracelet has a beautiful lobster clasp.
Yeah.
We love the lobster clasp because that's not going
Impossible
anywhere.
for anyone to put on.
Especially if you have acrylics.
Yeah.
So yes, we will have the Patreon, we will have the YouTube channel, and we are going to be releasing slightly shorter episodes, but every episode is going to be a 2-parter.
Yeah.
So for as many as that is possible, we'll be doing kind of what we just did with Mark Sully and what we did with Dan.
Yep.
Where we find we're just chatting so much, instead of cutting things out and not sharing them with you, we'd rather you hear the whole
chat
shebang.
episode and then the subject episode.
Exactly. So
think of it like an amuse-bouche and the entree.
yeah.
And
the dessert?
Sorry,
not at the same time.
We were just saying it backwards.
And the dessert is on the Patreon.
Yeah.
So
on the Patreon.
Patreon.
We're not doing a Patreon. We're doing a Patreon.
Patreon. Yeah, we're doing whatever it is that I'm able to afford.
We're selling out.
Honey, we sold out when we started this podcast.
Well, yeah, I mean,
the concept of having a podcast
frankly,
is selling out.
we're trying to sell out.
I know, and nobody's letting us. And that's the hardest part.
The hard
That's
part.
always what I feel when I'm out. And you know I live to do my commercials.
I know you do,
live
honey.
when I get to do a commercial. They're so fabulous and fun. But there is a part of me that every time I go, I'm begging to sell out.
Yeah.
As an artist, I'm looking you in the eye and being like, let me sell pads.
Yeah, I know. We
Let
know about
me
your pads.
Sell Depends. Let me
Depends.
sell oil.
You cannot do oil. You're not doing oil or
No.
Depends.
No.
Pads, yes.
Only because they haven't called.
Mimi.
I will say this
that
year.
commercial probably pays a lot right now, considering how high gas prices are.
I mean,
But
so.
I'm available.
No, but Britt will do it. If
I'll
I
do
won't do
anything.
it, Britt will.
I'm
definitely
begging.
do it.
I'm licking up scraps off the floor.
So I think those are the only big main things that we're
Yeah.
changing. Is that we're giving you an opportunity to hear more of every one of our episodes, which will also make us a little less rushed, so we can go a little bit deeper on
Yep.
things, as we've done in the last 2 episodes. And we'll have another way for you to get more. We're making more things is basically what we're saying. Is we're making more things and we're putting them in more places for you to discover and find.
And we're doing it all for you.
Sister, everything, you know who everything I do is for the
Is for-
lesbians.
yeah.
I'm you know what, I made this video once and then I was like, I actually think I'm going to start making this video every week.
Okay.
Where I look to camera and I go, lesbians, where are you? Lesbians, where are you? Everything I do is for you.
And I just want to know, I'm just curious, because I see the gays everywhere. I don't see the lesbians.
I'm seeing the lesbians. I want to see the lesbians show up even more. And I want to get to know the lesbians.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I put that video on TikTok. I go, lesbians, where are you? I love you so much. Where are you? And I became friends with 3 different lesbians on TikTok because of it. Yeah.
It's that easy.
So they'll answer the call.
Okay.
Because that's lesbians for you, though. Very reliable,
Okay, so
very
yeah,
dependable.
this is the bat signal right here. Is you just got to look to camera and say, lesbians, where art thou?
I just love everything the lesbians are doing. I love everything they're doing.
Maybe that's the biggest thing in Hollywood.
Lesbians?
Yeah.
It really is. Lesbians of all genders, too.
Great.
I want to be very clear that to me, a lesbian is someone who is any gender expression, and I don't want to put the lesbians in a box.
Never. Nobody puts lesbians in a box.
No.
Not on this podcast.
No. I won't be the one.
No.
I will not be the one to tell lesbians who they are and who they are not. I will not be the one. I do. I'm going to the Ren Fair tomorrow, and I'm really hoping to meet some new lesbians there.
Oh, yeah, maybe a lesbian fairy.
That would be. I hope the lesbians are at the Ren Fair. They're too busy.
Feels like a place for them
running
to be.
America and keeping everything together.
I would assume that that's like a lesbian watering hole.
Well, you know where a lot of lesbians were was Jumbo's Clown Room. It was a who's who of the lesbian
I gotta
world.
go to Jumbo's Clown Room.
Will you go with me? Because I had
Yes.
a blast.
Yes, I'm dying to go. My friend Kat needs to go too. She's like, it's like her favorite spot. Can Kat come too?
Yeah, you know I love Kat.
I know.
have like a weird crush on Kat.
I know, so we can all go.
Do you think that'll be? Let's keep all this in.
Yeah.
You think she'll be okay with the fact that and she's engaged and I have a crush on her?
It's fine.
And I'm married and I have a crush on her.
It's fine.
Okay.
She'll be there.
It's gonna be a huge night.
Kelly
for me.
might want to come too.
Which one's Kelly?
She came to your show.
Oh, I really like Kelly.
Kelly's a doll.
I don't know why.
She was the other one at Halloween dressed like Buffalo Bill.
Let's keep all this.
Keep
in.
all this in.
No, this is classic
No, this
Patreon.
is the stuff we edit. People are going to be like, I paid $13 for this to hear Britt's random friends' names.
No, you know what? I think we should tease some of the stuff that's going to be behind the paywall because we cut a lot out of our early episodes too.
Oh,
we were
did.
really
We were hacking.
we
Hack jobs.
It was-
hack.
it was jobs.
They were hack jobs.
So we have some not suited for work stuff with Amanda Lee Hancanto
oh,
that she has told me I can put behind a paywall.
okay.
So I have her consent. I think we just have a bunch of like extra fun like deep dives on music
Yes.
videos with Jeremy Colhane.
Yes.
We have some extra stuff with Millheiser.
Oh, definitely.
So we're gonna kind of be going back through some of our historical episodes and
We're going to
going
go
a
into the
little
vault
deeper.
and pull some stuff out of it. Disney's got to stay, though. We're not letting his ass out.
You know,
he's
that
actually not frozen.
that would
He's
be
alive, just running around in there. Just running circles like a gerbil on a wheel. He's
Well,
got
it's
to
a
stay.
Cairo chamber. You
Yeah.
know, it's keeping him young.
Yeah, but not frozen.
No.
He's conscious. Like I said,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
running.
Yeah.
He's sprinting.
And he's smoking famously as he
Yeah,
always did.
yeah.
That's what's keeping him
He's
alive.
saying a lot of weird stuff.
And it's not offensive. It's just weird.
It's just in bad taste. It's just not really full of manners.
we should have another tier of the Patreon that's called the Disney Vault. Because remember when movies would go into the Disney Vault?
Yeah.
And you'd be like, I can't buy that VHS for another 6 years.
That's what I'm going to say about Christina's clip whenever we release it.
Yeah, it was
I'm
in the
going to
Disney
say
Vault.
it was locked in the Disney Vault.
I feel so
Sometimes
bad
our
about
stuff
that.
ends up there. That's fine.
I
We
know.
got to cut this out too.
Yeah.
Future Mimi.
Future me. Hee hee. How's it going down on your Lexapro? Probably not good, bitch.
Oh, you're probably really sleepy
Oh my God, no.
or
I feel-
really awake.
or nauseous is what it is. I feel like
Are
I have
you
the
sweaty?
flu. No, it just feels like I have the flu.
Okay.
So anyhow, so we'll be releasing things like that, and then we have some extra ghost stories that we'll be doing.
Yes.
Some of our own that
Yeah,
will
we'll
be
be
available.
telling some new ones, or we'll be giving ones that didn't make the final cut. Because,
Mhm.
honey, we got a lot of ghost stories between the two of us. We're two haunted little girls.
Haunted little ladies, and with all future guests, we will have some special With all future guests, we will have some special segments that we never include in the episodes, but that will only be available on
Yes.
Patreon. So please do check it out.
So if that sounds worth it to you, honey.
And then also really be sure to follow our YouTube channel. Now, our YouTube
Yes.
channel is not going to be under Hollywood's Biggest Podcast. It's going to be under 20 Beach Productions, which is all of the creative work that I produce and make is under 20 Beach Productions. So that includes Cancel Your Plans with Kyle and Mary. That includes live shows. So things like
Your
Susan
makeup.
Bones.
right?
Yes, there'll be some of my makeup on there. There'll
Sorry,
be a
we
little
can edit that out if I was lying.
Glamourpuss. No, the
Glamourpuss.
Glamourpuss will be there. Julianne St. Germain, my drag character, will be there. And then I'm going to be cheeky and I'm going to announce something of my own.
Do it, bitch.
So I just did my shows here in Los Angeles. I did a 3-week residency at the Cavern Club. It was called I'm Going to Say Something. It was a show that Mimi co-hosted with my drag character, Julianne St. Germain. And all of those were recorded as podcasts.
What?
Yes. So I do, after each performer came on, either myself or Julianne did a quick little interview with them. And so I will have 3 separate episodes.
Gorgeous.
That are coming out with all these little interviews that I did on stage. Plus, you'll also get some clips of the on-stage show. So,
well, I will be listening.
I think it's going to be really fun because if you are not in LA and you weren't able to come to the show, you're going to get like a little taster teaser.
A good chunk of it.
Yes, and some clips of that show, and those shows will be going up on the YouTube channel as well.
And guys, it's so funny. Just listen.
Thank you.
Just listen. It's so good.
I really worked my little hiney
She
off.
worked really hard on it. Okay. Hey guys, Mimi just stepped out. Look, just listen. You're gonna love it. Okay, just listen and leave a review.
Right, what are you talking about?
Come back.
Oh, I'm so glad I wore my. We're also going to be revealing on the Patreon that we're both horses.
Yeah,
That's
Dan Lee. He sort of revealed that for me.
that we're both horses, both
We'll
horse
also
women.
have an ASMR section.
Yeah.
I speak parcel tongue in it.
Anyhow, we're basically just going to dump a bunch of new stuff on the internet for you. We
We're sort of
hope you like
We're
it.
throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks.
That's why we have a section of the channel that's just called Spaghetti Wall.
Yeah, and be sure to buy one of the freak bags from the merch section.
Oh yeah, we're gonna make merch and bring.
And my contribution is freak bags. And you don't know what's in them, and honey, neither do I.
Britt's gonna make a grab bag for you. If you go onto 20beachproductions.com, Britt is offering something called
Freak bag. It's freak bag. It's like when you would go to the dollar store as a kid and you could buy the mystery bags. It's like that, but freakier.
and curated by Britt.
So be scared.
Be scared. But more than anything, we are trying more ways to get to you and to make you happy and make things for you because we're so grateful that you're here.
So sue us.
No, please don't sue me.
For trying to make you happier.
I do not have business insurance. Do not sue me.
I do.
But every dollar you spend towards us will go towards us Googling what medical ailments we think we have. And in the long distance calls to Britt's brother who works in an ER.
Yeah. He
To see
hasn't
if I'm-
replied for today's ailments, but
So I could be having a stroke.
so
is what
yeah,
you're saying.
so
Okay.
say goodbye to Mimi.
Yeah, this is a farewell podcast for me.
Because we all know I am not going to run this by myself. I can't.
That's the only thing that would hold you back.
I'll still make the freak bags.
By hook or by crook, the freak bags
I don't know where they're
be
going, but
available.
I'm making them.
So please follow the YouTube channel, which is at 20 Beach Productions.
Yes.
We're calling it 20 Beach TV because it's going to be an aggregate of all the different things that 20 Beach Productions works on. So please follow along there. If you're not following us on Instagram, it's at 20 Beach Productions on Instagram. All of the Hollywood's biggest podcast clips and memes and stuff goes there. Everything from Cancel Your Plans goes there. And everything from the live shows that I do, I'm going to say something, Susan Bones. And also coming up, Elisa Kelly's Tea Party.
Yes.
Will all be on there. So please look at that. And
if you haven't already rated the podcast,
Jesus Christ, please rate it.
throw us a rate.
Because we're trying to get sponsors. The fact of the matter is
Here,
we're trying to
look,
get
guys,
sponsors. We're trying to
need
get
sponsors.
sponsors.
We need this.
And we were worried that we weren't going to be able to fill 45 minutes.
I know, right? How long have we been talking?
I'm going to need to get a different
Oh.
chair if we're going to do YouTube because I can't. I'm too comfortable.
Okay,
on the
we'll
couch.
get you one. Why don't we put you in the Bobby Brown chair? Why don't we get another director chair? I'll steal one from a set.
Britt, is there anything else you want to say?
Scoutity, skibidi, 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 doo, doo, wah.
Oh shit! I gotta figure out how to put that in because I'm gonna be the one editing this. It's
Don't
gonna
worry
be
about
fine.
it. Don't worry about it.
I love you.
Love you.
empty.
Hollywood's Biggest Podcast is edited by Nick Milanes and produced by Mimi Von Schack with 20 Beach Productions. Our title track was written and performed by Marshall Ross, and our voiceover is provided by the one and only Charles Pettit. Head to 20beachproductions.com or at 20 Beach Productions on Instagram for more information, clips, and links to our other podcasts and live shows. And hey, if you liked this, rate and review us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere that you get your podcasts. Thanks for listening.